Come. Let's read. Jump up. Let's get this on. Are you warm?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take this and put this down in your bed. I'll put it. Okay.
Careful with the computer.
If I Were Saint Nick, A Christmas Story by The Cat in the Hat. I think we've read this before.
We did.
A letter just came from the big man in red. He sent it to me. Oh, the things that he said. It says, to Luke, I love you, Dad. 10/22/24. That's 1 year ago. A little bit more than 1 year ago. I wrote that in there. You know that?
Why did you do that?
Well, because it looks like he's reading a letter, but I figured that I would actually write something on that for when I got the book. He wrote me to say that he wanted to know if I would take charge of the whole North Pole show, if ever he needed a break or a pause to rest or relax, or perhaps just because. It actually says because. It doesn't say because, it says because. If I were Saint Nick, oh, what fun it would be. Just think of what Christmas would be like with me. If I were Saint Nick and the North Pole were mine, thing one and thing two would wrap line after line of twinklish tinsel around every tree and cover the buildings in twinkly glee to make the most tinsel-ish sight you could see. If I were Saint Nick, I would make a new list, not naughty or nice, no, a list with a twist. My list with a twist would be made up of names of the boys and the girls who like mess-making games. Do you think your name should be on my list? I always check twice so that no one is missed. Luna, Noah, Zara,
Wait.
Chris, Jen.
If that was Kristen is in my class, and Noah is in my school.
Mm-hmm. If I were Saint Nick, we would read all your letters before we change into our toy-making sweaters. The letters you send help my elves do their best to make all the toys that your letters request. A toy-making sweater has tricks up his sleeve, and gizmos and gadgets you would not believe, to make all the presents that you will receive when I bring them by to your house Christmas Eve. If I were Saint Nick, we would use giant cranes to haul all these tall candy canes. The candy cranes would lift them and haul them all, which helps when your stockings are 4 stories tall. If I were Saint Nick, we would wrap every present in caroling paper that sounds oh so pleasant. Just give every big box a big shake, 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 shake. The more that you shake, the more music they make. If I were Saint Nick, I would count down from 10, then skip right to 4, then to 0, and then my sleigh would go whoosh as I fly oh so high, and do loop-the-loops through the wintry sky. If I were Saint Nick, I would cover your roof with snow. I would blow with my soundproofing snoof. The snow from the snoof would drop with a plop and quiet the sound as we slide to a stop to keep you asleep when we land up on top. If I was Saint Nick, I would tiptoe around and walk extra softly and not make a sound, and check to be sure you were snug in your bed, then bid you good night with a pat on your head. If I were Saint Nick, I would wear a new suit with plenty of pockets and pouches to boot, to store all the snacks and the goodies you make, and cookies for Santa that all of you bake. Look at that. Candy, I see carrots, candy canes, candies there, milk, and the cookies are gone. He ate them. If I were Saint Nick, I would stand by your tree. Thing 1 and thing 2 would be right there with me. To pile your presents on tables and chairs and stack them on shelves and in pairs on the stairs. The gifts I would give would be fun as can be. So if you get socks, they did not come from me. Then high in the sky, at the end of the night, I would say to you all as I drove out of sight, your presents are waiting, my work here is done. Merry Christmas to all, and to all some good fun. Should I say that louder?
Was this for God?
Not God, good. Good fun. Let me read this again. Your presents are waiting. My work here is done. Merry Christmas to all, and to all some good fun. Better? And when I was through, I would kick up my feet and sit in the tub with a big cake to eat and think of the smiles and jolly good cheer that we got to bring to your Christmas this year. If I were Saint Nick, it would be oh so good if he were to need me. Do you think that I should?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. You'll do it. Ah.
What?
All right. Jump in bed. Grab your Lego.